Alright guys, this video is just for the few of you who may be struggling with the assignment at this late stage. Okay, so some of you have indicated that you don't quite know how to use the Linest command. So I'm just going to show you how to do that quickly. And I'm going to use subsample1 as an example of how to use Linest. Okay, so the assignment requires you to do 3 regressions. Over here you'll input the regression results for the full sample. Then you're required to split the sample into 2 subsamples. Subsample 1 is given by this period over here. That's year 2000 quarter 1 to year 2007 quarter 4. Okay, and of course subsample 2 would be the remainder of the full sample. Okay, so let's quickly look at how to run Linest and how to interpret the results given by Linest. Okay, so the data is given over here in the data sheet. If the data looks like this, your period column, which is essentially the date given in column A there, just widen it a bit so you can actually see what you're looking at. And here you'll notice that your data begins in row 6, right? That's your first data point. That's year 2000 quarter 1. And it goes all the way down to, for the first subsample, goes all the way down to cell row 37, 2007 quarter 4. Okay, so the data you're going to be using to run the regression for the first subsample will be the data in array D6 to E37, right? And of course, column D is the Y variable and column E is the X variable. So let's just run the regression quickly, now that we have all the information we need to do so. So the way you run the Linest command is to highlight 10 cells, like this, with your mouse. You don't need to use your mouse. You can click in the first cell you wish to highlight, hold Shift, press the right arrow, and then press the down arrow 5 times. So now you've highlighted an array of 10 cells, 5 rows, 2 columns. Then you press equals, and Linest, L-I-N-E-S-T, you'll see the command come up over there. A nice little trick is to just, as soon as you see the command you want to use come up, you just press the tab key. Then you don't have to put in that pesky bracket. Okay, so the known Y's, as we just determined, is in the data sheet. So that's the sheet we want Excel to find the data in, over there, data sheet. So we type in the name of the sheet we want Excel to look for the data in. So that's data, D-A-A-T-A. Then we have to press the exclamation point. So this tells Excel, go to the data sheet for, and then go to the following array. So the array we want for the Y variables, remember we're looking at Y variables over here. So you first want to insert the Y's. And as we just determined, that is in column D, starting at row 6 and going all the way down to 37. So those are the Y's. Now we put in the X's. Again, we want Excel to find the X values in the data sheet, so we type in data once again, exclamation point, and this time we're looking at column E, row 6 to column E, row 37. And we want to see the available stats, so over here we type true. We don't want to set the constant with the intercept parameter to 0. So we type in true here, comma, and true once again. Right? We want to see the additional regression statistics. Okay, close brackets. And at this point you have to press your keyboard, Control, Shift, and the Enter key simultaneously. So hold down Control and Shift, then press Enter. And you'll see that all these cells are now filled, the 10 cells that you highlighted initially. Okay, so here you have a bunch of results. How do we interpret these results? We'll start over here. The first, the top and leftmost cell, we've got the beta 2 coefficient, the slope coefficient of our regression. The cell next to that, we have the intercept estimate. Below these are the respective standard errors. So if you're doing hypothesis testing or confidence interval estimation, you need these values, right? So that's the standard error for the slope coefficient, and that is the standard error for the intercept estimate. This value over here, the third row and in the first column of the results, is the R squared. This number over here is the standard error of the regression. So if you wanted to estimate a confidence interval for sigma squared, you'd need this value over here. Then in this cell, the fourth row, first column, we have the F statistic, which is not something that we're using in this course, but you will start using that next year. And next to that, fourth row, second column, we have the degrees of freedom. And given that it's 30, we know that there are 30 observations in subsample 1. 32 observations in subsample 1. And then below, the last row of numbers gives you the explained sum of squares in the left column over here. And next to that is the residual sum of squares. Okay, so that's the Linest command, and that's how to interpret the results that it gives you.